Real Green Ninja here. Today we're going to talk about a really cool new feature they're adding to Service Assistant called Quick Fit Scheduling, so let's begin. Pretty much what Quick Fit Scheduling is it allows you to take a job and try to find the best route day that's available for that job. So again, it's one of those things where it says, I have this job here, where's the best place I can stick it that's going to fit and I'm not going to have to shuffle the rest of my jobs and stuff around. So there's a couple of things you need to be aware of. The first thing is time windows become extremely important for using this utility. And also under your customer branch setup, which is located under Data, Company Parameters, Company Branch Setup, you will need to set your workday as well as give your technicians some lunch time. So again, you might have like a 30-minute lunch, but you want to set an hour window. Again, just so the system will be able to recognize that and give your technicians a chance to stop and grab something to eat if they need to. Another thing you need to be aware of is time windows, and time windows become very, very important. We're going to use our example customer here, and I'm going to open up the job. And when you click on a service line that's in this grid and hit this little detail list, or detail button, it's going to show you the time window that this job is available to be scheduled. All right, again, this is where I could potentially go out and say, hey, I'm going to show up between this time and this time. So like I said, this becomes very, very, very important because, again, it's going to try to find the best place to fit. Another important thing is the estimated man hours. Now, if you don't have estimated man hours, usually the system defaults to every 15 minutes. So again, estimated man hours are important, are not critical, but they are important. And it's always a good idea to put it in there because, like with a lot of stuff in Service Assistant, the more information you get in there, the more information you get out of it. So again, once you have all your stuff set up and everything is good, what we could do is we could access the best fit scheduling in one of two ways. We could right click the job that's on the customer's account screen. Now if we do that, it's going to grab the next available service of that particular job. So if this is like a lawn care program or some other type of program that you schedule dates with, or if it was a repeating special, it's going to say, hey, which one of those is available next, and throw that into the Quick Fit Scheduler. You can also get into it by actually opening up the job, clicking on the service line of the job you want to do, hitting the details, and then hitting the Send a Quick Fix Scheduling button. So again, both ways will take you. The difference is this one you can actually specify exactly which one you want by clicking on the service line. This one's going to grab the next available one. But we're going to go ahead and grab the next available one, and we're going to click on that. Now you'll notice it's slowly loading up the different route days that are available. It's going to look out 5 days ahead by default. I'll give it a few moments here to load up. There we go. So okay, over here in the upper left-hand corner, it's going to show you which check boxes were check marked on the job of days available. It's going to tell you, or you're going to select what days you want to look at ahead, and you'll see it starts out with tomorrow, and it goes out 5 days. We can also set our desired time window of AM, PM, or any time, and this is the time window that's actually pulled from the actual job itself. Over here, this is the route that job is currently on, is the one that's selected that comes in. We can also select other routes. I could say, you know what, I also want to look at route 1, and then anytime you make any changes here, you'll need to hit this refresh button. It's going to take a few moments. It will slowly start filling in the additional information. We also have a Find Nearby button. This one's actually kind of neat because it says look for any routes that have stops that are within 5 miles of, again, the one I'm trying to do the Quick Fit Scheduling for. So once you have all your information, I'm going to go ahead and take off that second route there just to kind of make it a little bit cleaner. You'll see it loads pretty quick. All right. So again, once you get your initial list, you're going to see the different route days that are available. So you'll see C1 here for 12:20. We have 9 stops. Production value right now is 450. Total time 259. Production time 215. Again, if you do not put in estimated man hours, all the jobs will default to 15 minutes. Over here, it'll tell you how many miles and what the total drive time is. You'll see there's also a couple additional columns. Again, these are columns that will get filled in as we do stuff in this Quick Fit Scheduler. Now, once we have our list, once we have an idea of what we possibly could do, we can click on the Find Quick Fit Schedule button. So again, we're going to say, I want to take this job, the one little down here with a black circle around it, the yellow push pin that says QFS, again, that's just like the service code of my job. I want to find where's the best place is to stick it in any of these routes. When I hit that button, it's going to now analyze those routes to determine where it will best fit. And it will tell us what time it would be. So we'll give it a few moments here to do its thing. And it's done. Now up here on the top, you'll see there's a green check mark that says, I can fit this in there fine. Okay. Over here, it's saying, I would schedule it for 1:45 p.m. Now, if we scroll over a little bit, as I mentioned before, it's going to start filling in the other fields. So our production time is going from 2 hours and 59 minutes to 3 hours and 18 minutes. Scroll over a little bit more. We added 5.5 additional miles, an extra 7 minutes. So again, it's going to even include the additional information. Now, because of the optimization and stuff, you might actually be a more efficient route because maybe you can take a freeway to get to the stop or something like that. Again, I'm not 100% sure exactly because I'm not a logistics person myself. But like I was saying, I do know that it will find the best optimal route. Now you'll notice one of them though does have a yellow caution triangle, and it has lines cutting through the different information that's on that line. And the reason why is it's saying it can't fit it in this one. After analyzing and looking at finding the best possible place to put this job, and unfortunately cannot find a good spot. So again, it's warning us saying we can't use this. Now, as far as making it so that we could do it, we could also expand our time window over here. So instead of saying from 1:45 p.m. to 1:50, I can say I want to analyze the AM. So again, I can hit that. It's going from 12 a.m. to 12 p.m. I hit this button again. It's going to do some analyzing again. Let's give it a few moments. You'll see the times are starting to change and everything. You'll see now that one is available, saying, hey, we could actually do this job at 10:05 a.m. So like I was saying, that's why those time windows become important. The estimated man hours are fairly important. It's definitely important to get that work day in there, as well as a lunch schedule, again, giving your technicians a chance to grab something to eat. Now, if you want to, you can also look at the information of the jobs. So just like the invoice screen and a lot of the other map screens, you can right-click a push pin, show information, and again, you'll see the information about that particular stop. We can also show the drive time polygon, report problem on the map, open the customer's account screen, open up the service screen. We can also hit all the push pins here or to say show all the details, but again, that gets kind of cluttered and it's hard to read and everything. But again, it is an option there. The halos, again, you can tell whether or not you want to show halos. Again, it's like the call aheads and stuff like that. Now, once you've figured out where you want to stick it, so let's say we want to go ahead and put this job on the C1 here, this yellow one, I can click the green checkbox that's next to the job. It's going to open up this screen here. I can now have the route here. I could also set it as a permanent route. Over here, I could set the schedule date, again the schedule time. This is what's showing up here. Over here I can mark it as being promised. I can set the time window. Again, I can go through and change everything I want. Now if I tell it to set time window, what it's going to do, it's going to look at the schedule time and it's going to add 60 minutes to the beginning and 60 minutes after it, and then again it's going to update the desired window. But the whole point is once you figure out where you want to stick it and everything looks good, hit the save button. It's now going to put that information into the job itself. So again, we pop up here, we go into detail, you'll see now we have that 9:25 a.m. There's our AM time window. There's our new schedule date. So like I said, it says take a look at all the possible route days that I could put this job in and then stick it in, and when I figure out which one I want to do. So like I said, I think this is a real game changer for those people that use our scheduler, especially like interior pest control, trying to find the best place to put something. Again, it's called a Quick Fix Scheduler. And of course, if you have any questions, you can always give Real Green a call. But other than that, I hope you guys have yourself a wonderful day.